Now, number 13, we're at our last one now. Be genuine in action and word. It's amazing how children can spot phonies. Amazing how they can spot phonies. Be genuine. But here's the problem. Or maybe here's the solution. Maybe I should put it that way. Here's the solution. You don't have to work at being genuine if you really love them. That's what genuine is. I love them. I care about them. I'm investing my life in there. I know they're going to make me proud someday. I want to make sure they do things right. So I correct them with a positive approach, knowing that I believe they can do things right. And all of these rules, if you wanted to take that last one, be genuine in action and word, and go back all of the other 12 rules and see how you can be genuine when you share them. And the number one thing of all of it is love them. Love them. It's amazing how the Bible speaks of the gifts, manifestations of the Spirit. And it says, if I do them without love, and I'm paraphrasing, if we speak with the tongues of men and angels and have no love, it's a sounding brass and a tinkling cymbal. It's empty. It's hollow. You need to let your children know you love them. And every one of these 13 rules that I gave you is so easily done if you love them. And it's so easy to show your love through them. So with this in mind, please, the anger, again, remember what happens when it takes over. Control yours first. Control yours first. And by so doing, you're showing them how to control anger. You're showing them that something positive can come out of it. And then when you see their anger, be the listener. Remember the rules for slowing the anger of others that we mentioned before? Be the listener. Work them through it. Show them how to act and so forth. Now, I'm going to share with you something else we have in our form here. Now, we're not going to go through all of these questions, but I want to give you the idea, okay? What I did with this, this is part of a manual that I've written, and what I did was to put in an anger sheet. Remember what we went through before on the board? We talked about some questions that you needed to ask yourself. Why? Because when I ask myself the question, I've got to think. Remember, thinking is intellect. Okay? And so it put my intellect to work and it slowed down my emotions. Okay? So now here's what I'm looking at. I have got a list of questions, and I would rather than give you my list, I would rather you think, I'll share an idea of them, but I'd rather you think of what questions might fit your child. Okay? Okay, for instance, one of the things that we mentioned in that other one was, how are you feeling right now? So here we put a list of feelings: angry, hurt, embarrassed, rejected, frightened. Okay, circle the following words that describe how you are feeling. So let them talk about their feelings, but circle the words that describe the feeling. What are you feeling right now? Okay. What was happened to make you feel this way? Remember, not why do you feel this way? No, not why. What has happened? And they can express and describe what has happened. Okay, who is making you feel this way? Jimmy broke my crayon. Jimmy's making me. What happened? He broke my crayon. Okay, but he's doing the thinking. He's thinking through it. Does the other person know that he is making me feel this way? Maybe Jimmy doesn't have any idea that he made you feel this way. Maybe Jimmy didn't really intend to step on that crayon. Maybe you saw it from some other perspective and so forth. Now again, what you're going to do is you're going to put these questions before the kids. And I have 10 of them here. Let me just go through them quickly, but you don't have to do these questions. Do something that fits, okay? Does the other person know that they're making me feel this way? Are any of these feelings my fault? Why am I so upset? Is there something wrong? And again, these are hard questions for children. But bear with me, okay? Question number 5, list all the bad ways that I can think to express of my feelings. What's the worst thing I could do to Jimmy? Remember, I hurt when you'd hurt. Next question, 6, what might be the consequence of expressing my feelings in this bad way? Maybe he'll never be my friend again. Maybe I'll scare other friends away. I don't know. What would be the worst consequence, okay? List all the good ways that I can think to express these feelings. Got that? List the good ways that you can. And then what action would be the opposite of what I'm feeling right now? Because we need to do the good. I'm feeling bad and I want to hurt. Wait a minute. what would be the positive thing I could do? What would be helpful, both to Jimmy and to me? Because I can never tell if he's hurting more than me, but it's going to hurt me if I hurt them. You need to let the child know that if you hurt someone else just to get even, it's going to hurt you too. So what action would be the opposite? I want to make him feel better. But on the other hand, I want to feel better too. Okay, question number 9. How will the other person feel if I respond to these feelings? How will they feeling if I treat them in a positive way rather than negative? Sometimes they'll feel worse. If they meant to do me harm and I treat them with good, they'll feel worse. Okay. Can I think of a nice way to tell the other person how I feel and why I feel this way? Now, again, here's a very important thing. Again, I took this out of my manual that we wrote. But when I wrote it in the manual, I thought to myself, well, wait a minute, there's some of these questions that children can't understand. And I'm hearing you tell